Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Hole Confirmed here again, and we're finally in April. We've got the drops, we've got ZU Alpha, and I think right now, because there's a lot of stuff going on with Smogon and Showdown, there's the NU ladder tournament. ZU No Johns is going to be up pretty soon. I guess everything in like lower tiers are finally getting together, and a lot of hype around here, which I'm all for, which is everything I'm in for. And right now I think I'm just going to do a little ladder live with this new team I got here featuring Indeedee. And yeah, I think Indeedee's like the main new Pokemon when it comes to the NU drops. So we lost Rhydon, we got Indeedee, we got Quagsire, Alcremie, Drifblim, maybe another one, but I'll Slowpoke Galar, that doesn't count. But really, there wasn't too much special outside of Indeedee. The other mons, I think, have their niches and purposes, but nothing too great. And I don't think the team builder still isn't updated to express this, which is part of the reason why I haven't been necessarily what could I say? When it comes to like the ZU team builder, that's also a little bit broken. I mean, I guess I could just show this. If I go into ZU, it's just showing NFEs, not in a higher tier down to LC. It's not really showing like Beartic or Glalie or the Savali forms, which is a shame because I really like the team builder when it comes to building teams and discussing the meta. And I hope NU's team builder fixes itself as well, but at least this is a little bit easier to see and just to remember the handful of mons that are or aren't here. Anyways, this team, I'll just give it one last little overview. Specs Indeedee, I think, is a monster. Hits everything super hard with Psychic and Psyshock being, buffed by the terrain, not by 50% like last gen. I think it's only 30%, but that's still okay. Psyshock is mostly for the special walls of the tier, like Flareon, Lantern. I want to say there's a couple others. Eldegoss, believe it or not, has been running, and I've seen this on the ladder. It's been running special offensive sets purposely to be not 2 KO'd by Indeedee, which is, I think, a really cool advancement. But if it's Psyshock, then they still get 2 KO'd, so that's part of the issue there. It's also for I want to say, I guess that's really it. There's the Hitmontops that might be special defensive invested, but for the most part, it's usually just for Lantern and Flareon. One hit KO on Flareon is crazy. Psychic, obviously, just being phenomenal. Hyper Voice is a great, mid-ground attack to lock yourself into. It's a good stab, I would say. You can also break past some substitute mons, not necessarily the best ones, which are like Gorg and Haunter, but random substitute mons you might find on the ladder. And then Mystical Fire, of course, because fire coverage on Psychic types is always valued. And then Thievel is a really fun mon that I thought, for like a second, this thing was outclassed by the other Unburdened mon, Liepard. But if you want to look at these two guys side to side, you're going to notice that Thievel has got a lot more special bulk, which, when combined with Psychic Seed, which raises your special defense by 50%, right, by one stage, that's actually pretty reliable. Not only that, but their special attack is pretty much the same, and if you're using both as a nasty plot sweeper in Psychic terrain, right, why would you not want the Psychic coverage, because Liepard does not get Psychic. So that's going to be what is essentially a 117 base powered coverage move, but more importantly, it's super effective against fighting types, which on a lot of teams are going to be the main dark type resistance. I'm thinking about Toxicroak. I'm looking at sometimes, believe it or not, you run into the Hitmontops, Phalanx. I think there's a more relevant fighting type. What am I forgetting? Besides Toxicroak. Oh, Sawk. Yeah, Sawk is a huge one. So that's awesome. Savali Water helps out with the Sneasel matchup gives me another ice resist on top of like Piloswine, and it's a really great sweeper, especially in Psychic terrain. Psychic Fangs being able to 2-hit KO after a Swords Dance, so you have to SD up, and then you can 2-hit KO things like Lantern, the opposing Water Valley in terrain, so that's really cool. Rotom Fan is pretty valuable. Fighting resistance, ground immunity, and just overall support. I'm wondering if this team would rather have HP investment rather than Air Slash. Rather than 105 special attack invested for, again, for like Air Slash and Volt Switch. But I think we'll just keep it offensive. This is kind of like a bulky offense build as is. Piloswine being like the face of bulky offense, is like I like to say. Good rocker, good just general check and lead to most teams and attackers, because it's really hard to 1v1. Great coverage. And then Gourgeguy is small. It's probably going to be one of the more annoying sets of this tier, but it's also really good in just how well it chips down targets and gets recovery back from Leech Seed, Wisp, leftovers, and then Phantom Force giving you one turn of invulnerability is really cool. This allows you to beat some like Eldegoss sets that don't have the best recovery. It'll beat Bomb of Snow, if you wear it down enough and have support, like again from like Piloswine and stuff. And the other big grass immunity, immune to Leech Seed, would be Trampa, which it's always going to be a tough mon to deal with, but at least you can scout to see if it's Life Orb, if it's Choice Specs, with Substitute, and you can start wearing it down just a little bit by Will-O-Wisp, potentially putting it into range of like Indeedee or Savali Water, which is actually really good. Baiting in and scouting Trampa for Savali Water is awesome, because then it could be in range of, again, Psychic Fangs, and Trampa is really only one of the only water resists that are worthwhile in the tier. But okay, I'm gonna get a match and we'll be right back. Okay, so got our first game here. I want to say I played this team earlier when I was just having fun on the ladder today, and that's actually Scarf Butterfree, which is a really weird set, and it's not gonna outspeed Thievul, once terrain's up and everything. And that Quillfish was not bulky at all. I was trying to remember. But I think a great lead, again, like I said, is Piloswine. Just matches up well with the rest of his team. Again, Scarf Butterfree. Why would I be too worried about this? But, yeah, for that matter, I'm going to just go for Stealth Rock. Not worried about Sleep Powder, unless if it, had that. But that'd be really weird for a Scarfmon to have. I guess it's not, the dumbest idea, but I'm pretty sure it's Scarf Tinted Lens, because if you were to run a set like this, you would run it for the power, because Butterfree's not fast. Butterfree is only base 70 speed, and it's not really that strong either. But with 90 base special attack and its decent offensive coverage, that's if you can bypass some resistances, that could be really cool. So, anyways, that's either you change sets or it is Scarf Sleep Powder. Which, the more I talked about it, the more I realized that was plausible. Okay, that's funny, though. So we did change sets. Yeah, probably for the better, though. Okay, I'm half worried he'll, really hurt me here. So we're going to go into our trusty Flying Resist Rotom Fan. Just Volt Switch out. Should be okay. Alright, good. No issues there. Lead Butterfree, especially if it's like Sash, now that can do a lot to opposing teams. But we're going to go into Indeedee, try to bait his Liepard out. Liepard's kind of underwhelming. It's not the strongest or most threatening mon. But it can be pretty pivotal in some matchups for the support you can give to your team. Okay. No, I think I still want Rotom Fan to Volt Switch out on Quillfish if that comes in. But I was thinking either Savali Water or Piloswine. Piloswine just tanks whatever Liepard has. I'm pretty sure this is leftovers. Again, could have changed some sets in this time. Ah, but he goes Kling Klang. Dang, that's scary. Alright, so I know it's Wild Charge Kling Klang, so I could take a lot of damage from this uh, following Shift Gear, but he's missing an item. I'm wondering if it's like Shuckaberry, or if it's Life Orb. It might be Life Orb. I forgot what it was. When I say missing an item, I more so say that Kling Klang should be running leftovers in most cases, just for the substitute, you know, residual damage. You can get some health back, but also Wild Charge, recoil. You know, getting health back in that is really nice, so you aren't in range of like an Ice Shard or something crazy. So this is funny. He's leftovers Quillfish, takes that well. I'm wondering, what do I lose to go for Swords Dance followed by Psychic Fangs, right? He's just gonna, what, he's setting up hazards? I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about is locking into Psychic Fangs while he switches into Liepard to go for an Encore. But, and the Thunder Wave, that was like the, was like the second to last thing I was concerned about. But so he is fast, that's okay. He is fast Quillfish, but, okay. Yes, let's get the Flame Charge off, please. Okay. That's okay. That's a lot of hazards. But you know who's looking like they could... I mean, I forgot what his Savali form was, but you know who's looking like they could sweep is Thievul. And I guess I gotta say, Savali, it's paralyzed. It's not really helping me out. And yeah, there's always the chance that they miss Power Whip. So it's a shame. If I got one last Flame Charge off on Quillfish, you know, I would be in a really great position here. After, I mean, I did get some hacks. Oh, I might. I don't know if I lived that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I don't know if I exactly lived that. It would be cool. But anyways, I'm gonna go for multi-attack because I don't want to be locked into Psychic Fangs for Quillfish, which might be his prerogative here. Yeah, see, exactly. So it should kill. Yeah. Very nice. So, I don't think he lives this. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't live that either. Yeah, hot water for Thievul to come in. And Gorgegeist, my own subseed, is gonna like pseudo sweep. If I get this right, we're gonna go for Mystical Fire on the off chance he sacks Quillfish. Okay. So I was sacking Indeedee here. I figured I was just going to die. I know I've got a little bit of some HP investment. There's something I don't think I talked about. I should really bring that up. He might go... I'm going to go right into Rotom Fan. I can defog here too. That'd be sick on the Thunder Wave. Oh yeah, this is awesome. What a great position. Oh yeah, defog gets rid of... That's really cool. Yeah, defog gets rid of terrain this generation. I do not believe that was the case last gen. Anyways, this is just free to sub up. I mean, there's no reason not to. At least it's going to be a little slow killing this thing. But yeah, I'm not too worried. I could... I'm going to be taunted by the time this thing's dead, though, which is what I don't really like, because I have to press... Ooh, okay, I'm a little worried about this. What we're going to do is going to go straight into... Because we can't afford Flame Charge, you know, to sweep. So he just goes for SD, okay. I mean, that's probably all he needs, but... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Wisp, followed by the Thievul. Switch in. Right? Is this dumb? Should I have went? I mean, I gotta keep Piloswine healthy potentially for an Ice Shard, or like I could probably still live, but I don't know how I'm gonna wake up in time. That's the problem. That first turn to sleep was tough. So he stays in. Doesn't look like he might not be Flame Charge. Okay, so I don't know my calcs. I have no idea how much a +2 Dark Pulse is gonna do Savali. I don't know how much a Mud Shot unboosted is gonna do to Kling Klang. It's just tough because I really don't know Thievul. But if it's only 300 special attack, that's nothing special. With Burn, I'm hoping 2 Dark Pulses can kill. So like, what if I need 3? If I need 3, then not boosting and just going for, oh, this is tough. Not boosting and just going for 3 Dark Pulses for the flinch chance alone might be a decent win condition here. Let me look at Thiebel's, that's not great. That's not great defense. I might do it. Okay, no calc. Should we go for it? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's Dark Pulse. Let's see how much this does. Yeah, okay. I didn't think. Oh, this is a weird play by him. Actually, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm glad I went for Dark Pulse. You know, better to get the damage in now. I did live one, but again, by the looks of it, I needed 3 for like a really high roll or something crazy. So I'm fine with this. Now Piloswine is, I mean, Piloswine gets. Oh, I don't even have a turn of sleep. How did that happen? Oh yeah, it's over. So this is cool. You gotta love this Clink Clank set for how it does beat Piloswine. I think it was a little bit better. Magnetized Clink Clank was a little bit better back when what's it called? Rhydon was in the tier. Alright, so this is unfortunate for my opponent, but I'm only hitting a few times, so I don't even think he has to worry about anything. I would need like way more misses. Wait, did he really go for Magnetize again? Wait a second. What is happening here? Dude, I might win. I don't know if this kills. No, it's gotta kill. Did you see how many Gear Grind misses? I thought this was just over. I was just clicking buttons. Yeah, okay, that's gotta kill. That's crazy though. That last turn, if I hit like 2 more times followed by an Ice Shard, yeah, that would have been game. GG. I didn't deserve it anyways, but very cool. That was a very cool team my opponent had. Totally was not expecting to lead Butterfree. You can do a lot of good damage early game. Alright, so we're gonna load up another one and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back and we got someone with a NU ladder tournament alt on here. I think I've played this team before. I don't really like Alcremie on it, but I don't think I like Alcremie in general. Let me just show you its stats. Is it? Is that you call it? Okay. Alcremie. I just don't like how low defense it is for like a wall. It's got a cool speed, I think, and yeah, really cool coverage. But it's also just a mono fairy type. Like, it's not bringing that much to your team other than like a like Drampa switch in, maybe. So I'm anticipating either Sanda or Sneasel, which Piloswine would like to look at. Oh, I mean, you know, this works too. I kind of want to. I'm gonna stay in an Earthquake on the off chance he does go for an. I mean, no, I mean, yeah, Stealth Rock is just better. Just get it up, you know. See what he goes into. Volley Water. Okay, so that makes sense on team building wise why you'd have that. We're gonna go right into, this might be special actually. Dang. Okay, we're gonna go right into Gorg. Kind of want to scout, see if he does go for Defog. Swords Dance, even better. It's a free Wisp. And so Volley Water cannot break Gorge even with this, you know, middling Flame Charge. Yeah, he's just becoming sub fodder. So this is all we need to do now is he can boost all he wants. He's not going to be able to break this. And I'm going to get almost all my health back too, is the crazy thing. So you can see all this residual damage that's happening. This is the crazy part. I can press Phantom Force. Okay, so yeah, he does switch out. I was thinking U-turn might be or Substitute was a safer play, but I kind of wanted to show off how crazy this thing's recovery could be. But, I mean, the nice thing about this, too, is that Sneasel is faster, so I got some free damage on Sneasel. Not bad, right? Not bad. Okay, so I definitely want to keep Gorgegeist, just because it's going to be awesome to keep this thing healthy. So we're going to go into our own Savali Water, which, dang, I mean, this thing could be a really cool win condition. But let's just go right for, he might sack Sneasel, because it's low. Can only come into Stealth Rock one more time. Okay, we're going to go right for the Flame Charge. Get our speed up, see what he wants to do. Yeah, I'm thinking he's, okay, this is weird. If you ask me, I don't really think that was the best play from him. Because now I go for another Flame Charge and can't Revenge Kill with anything. Savali Water was way too weak. is way too weak now because of the burn, I mean. I was thinking if I wanted to SD on this, so I'll take another 12%, be in my 30 ranges. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Perfect. So I'm going to go for Swords Dance, Sandaconda, what I believe is Rocky Helmet Sandaconda. Cannot take this. Yep. And Sandspit. I mean, talk about residual damage. So Choice Band Sneasel can only do, this might be Iron Barbs, but Choice Band Sneasel can really only do, I think, like 17% with the Choice Band Ice Shard, which is really bad. Like, that is not good at all. And look what this does. This gives me a free switch into Pillow Swine. I'm curious. I think I should go for 2 Ice Shards just to preserve my health. And if he, I don't know, yeah, who he'd go into anyways besides sacking Savali Water. But unless if he's got Defog and Drifblim, Sneasel's out of the game too. I'm like half worried that this is like a double defensive scent with, yep, Calm Mind and Iron Defense and everything. That's why we've got Specs Psyshock. Yeah, exactly. So again, I mean, look at this. This is another target why Psyshock is good. That and Clefable, not Clefairy, I mean, could be pretty good targets. Anyways, GG. All right, let's try to get 2 more around this little ladder showcase off. We didn't get to see Thievul put in that much work. Just shame when we do have a lot of just generally bulky mons like Savali Water that, or just Savali forms, I meant to say, that are going to be hard to really take down in its own right. Thievul also has some struggles against bulkier matchups in general because of this. So that's why pairing it with a wall breaker like Indeedee is just so natural. Same with some other bulkier mons and sweepers that can just trade hits and wear things down pretty well. I think I've seen a lot of cool teams with Thievul and DD cores come out, you know, this past day or so. But anyways, we'll get a couple more and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so my opponent is bringing a kind of a cool team. I've never really seen anything like this before, that's for sure. Looks like it's like a balance, you know, where it has this half NFE defensive core with Hatchrim, Clefairy, and Mawile. Savali maybe as you can either add to that or be an offensive pivot. But how about we lead Rotom Fan, because what, as far as I'm seeing, I'm not seeing a Volt switch in, right? And this can help me just scout for the opposing Indeedee. I'm fine with losing like a lot of my health if it is Choice Scarf, right? Because that'll secure what this is. And now I can go for, I think I'm going to go for Psychic myself because I'm just so strong. I want to see what the Clefairy is invested. Pretty sure that Clefairy is physically defensive, but I guess that doesn't matter now because it's gone. And Mawile, Intimidate Mawile. I'm staying in on this, man. Don't you know? Do you know how strong this thing is? So Indeedee got a lot of hype pre-drop, and right at the time when it was released that this thing was like broken. And when you see matchups like this, I think you might understand why. So Volley Flying actually is looking really scary, but we're gonna go Rotom Fan just to kind of scout and sack. Yep. Okay, that's fine. I'm thinking Icicle Crash or Icicle Spear is completely fine. And I do have Spear just for its accuracy, and it does have some niche benefits just all around. So yeah, that is full physically defensive. On average, it's weaker than Icicle Crash, but it's got a lot of potential in it, and it's just consistent ice damage, which sometimes you need. Ice Shard kind of does the same thing as well, though, sadly. Alright. So again, I'd be afraid of locking into Hyper Voice because of Drifblim. I don't want that to get carried away here. So yeah, look at this. Mystical Fiber is perfect. But what is he gonna do for me? I don't think he's gonna go for a Psychic type attack, right? He might go for his own Mystical Fire. So I'm gonna go into Savali. Hyper Voice, yeah. But Savali just didn't Didn't mind that at all. And now that terrain's gonna run out, Flame Charge is absolutely free. And I'm wondering if he's debating. Actually, should I even Flame Charge? Okay, dang, this is tough. Because if he goes right into Drifblim, he might be able to revenge kill, which would be. Well, actually, no, I don't mind that. Oh, what a bummer, dude. That blows. Yeah, it's doing nothing either as well. What a shame. Crit right there at the end. Oh well. And I just lost that for no reason. Pretty much no reason at all. Alrighty, I guess it's time to sweep with Indeedee, right? Hopefully I can. What is his Drifblim set? Oh, it's physical. Okay. I don't think physical can live at Dark Balls. Or like any people could, or Drifblim can. Oh, but I got the flinch. What a shame. Yeah, that's nasty plot. I'd rather take an aggro from this than a multi-attack from Savali. Yeah, exactly. So that was a shame. I think I could have maybe played that better at the end and kept Piloswine around. I was just kind of upset from that crit on Savali Water, which would have just won. So we know the damage here. We know it's nothing stellar, but could get another flinch. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Let's mix it up a bit. And that's game. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. But you did get the crit earlier, you know. I still think that I might have been able to pull it through with... Because actually, I totally still won with Gorge Guy Small. What am I saying? Because all I had to do was go for Phantom Forests and Leech Seeds. I mean, he can maybe switch around with Indeedee, right? Maybe. But for the most part, I mean, that was really over. After Thievul got that much damage on Savali Flying, I took a Scarf. I took a Scarf Psychic Terrain. I probably only did a little bit above half. Okay, let's get one more. And I was happy that, what's this called, Thievul did get a little sweep here. So I've been playing this guy in the ladder a lot recently, but this is the special defense Eldegoss that I've been talking about. Definitely puts in work against my team. And it's a little scary here. Thankfully, this Choice Scarf Sock is a little bit deterred by Rotom Fan and Gorge Guys, which might be my lead. I don't like if he leads his... Actually, no. We're going to lead Savali Water, let me say. Because we've got a lot of answers to that. To his opposing team, I mean. Where his only answer to Savali Water is really Eldegoss. So, I kind of just want to wear this down. If he want to make a switch. So, this is Lumberry anyways. Which is a shame, because I have to go for Wisp again now. Yeah. It's Lumberry without... Shoot. Okay. No, okay, let's go for Wisp. Lumberry without anything special, I guess, is what I was getting at. Without Substitute. That's what I was getting at. Alright, nice. Totally not staying in on this. I don't need to take another heavy gear grind hit when Gorge Guy's small. That's such a great matchup against this team. Yeah, this comes in for free. Volt Switch out. And with that damage and maybe priority from Piloswine or whatever, should be okay. I'm a little worried about Giga Impact, which this actually has, believe it or not. I'm not even lying. Let's go right into Gorg. Yeah, get some health back. Nice. Nice, okay. Probably Sock, because that's like his Choice Scarf Mon. Sock, you know, and the knockoff is maybe coming. I don't know why he's going into this, because I know for a fact what it is. Okay, but still, I just get a hit off. I mean, you don't really hurt me that much. Alright, I mean, I got leftovers recovery in that time, and your Piloswine lost 11% of its health. That's a shame. So I missed the Wisp. It's gonna happen. Thankfully, I afforded it because of that Stealth Rock play. Not sure why. I mean, Wisping Piloswine is not a good situation to be because I could just come into everything. So, anyways, I missed the Eldegoss. The silver lining on all this is that I'm getting Leftovers recovery back, right? Well, his Giga Drains do nothing. So, I just kind of wanted to fog and just let Rotom Fan be my sleep fodder. So if I do want to go straight into Indeedee, oh wow, what a good play on him. All right, sorry about that, but I did miss 2 Wisps, so if you want to count that. I want this to be my sleep fodder, so I'm sorry that my opponent is missing. I do believe I live in Ice Shard because this is a very defensive. Okay, that's fine. Let's just defog. No, I'm fine with this. Now Wisp? Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's probably a better play within those past few moves, but this is fine. Because it lets me get in Indeedee and free, and he did lose his 1 Psychic Resist, so just take that out. Perfect. So I can defog again on Eldegoss whenever that wants to come out. And you know who's looking like Thievul's looking like it's about to sweep. So he does just go for knockoff. Let's go straight into Rotom. You might predict that. You know, if I want Thievul to sweep, problem is Savali Water does such a great job too. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's just get some damage off. Basically sacking this, you know. He goes for Sleep Powder again. Oh man, I'm sorry. But why didn't you go for Giga Drain? I guess Giga Drain wouldn't deal with me because it only does about half. And now I'm at 61%, but dang, that's sorry. I really wanted Rotom Fan to be asleep, so this situation. Oh, he's gonna sneeze hacks. Here it comes. There it is. There's another one. I love that this guy does this. I love that guy does this. Alrighty. So Crustle, I don't even think can kill me with Stone Edge. Let's see. Crit, okay, that's fine. See, it all pays off in the end. But Thievul, I mean, just too much is in the way, I should say. Way too much. It's a sick Rotom. Knockoff. Sorry, I'm skipping turns. He went for knockoff. It's over anyways. Thievul sweeps with Psychic. So that's a shame that my opponent had to miss those, what's it called? Those Sleep Powders. Really didn't anticipate that. But I think the combination of Indeedee wall breaking, Thievul in the back, and hopefully getting maybe a Sleep Powder off on Piloswine, or if that was still around, you know, Piloswine's got a pretty good matchup on these remaining mons, because it means that Sawk can't lock into knockoff, right? Because I could just Earthquake that, and Icicle Spear Haunter, so not bad. Okay. And I guess we'll call that, yeah, we'll call that a game. Alright, thanks for everyone for watching. I'll try to do some ZU content probably just right after this, may as well. And stay tuned for more NU laddering.